You join me this evening at Anzio military base. It's an old World War II army base that was built in the early 1940s to initially house American troops that were coming over to fight in World War II. The building's been derelict now for a long time. There's multiple buildings, there's no windows, half the ceilings are down. So what we're going to do now is just do a big investigation, try and cover the whole site as best we can, and then let you know what we find. So come and join me this evening, and let's see what we can do. Is there any spirits here at all that wish to come and communicate with us? We've got a few things here for you to come and interact with. We've got a ball over here, a ball over here, and then we've got a REM pod just on the window over there. So any chance you can come and light up one of the balls for us, please? Saw something moving in the other room there. It's just a bit of tape that's dangling down from the corner of my eye. Is there any spirits about this area that wish to come and have a chat with us at all? Feel free. So what we're going to do this evening is just start off with some basic equipment. We're going to get a couple of couples down that we're going, and then later on what we'll do is we'll get the SOS going, we'll get the obvious out, and then try and just ramp up the investigation. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to the other rooms. There's a camera over there. We'll get these two, so if anything comes up on this, we'll already go room. We've got a static in the corner over there, we'll capture it. So let's go through, check out the other rooms. Just be careful on your way through. Just take a look. Any spirits here at all? Feel free to come and communicate with us. And then we're in the next room now. If you want to light up one of the balls, feel free. Let us know you are here. And if you are willing to talk, so as you can see, there are no windows. There are no windows. There's no doors. You can see over here there's no door or anything like that. So if we do hear any wildlife, what we'll do is we'll flag it just so we can debunk that. And as you can see up here, there's holes in the roof and stuff, so I'm expecting some bats maybe, and it's just some general wildlife. Are there any spirits here at all? Please make yourself known. Are there any squaddies here? do is we'll just try a little DVP session. See if we get anything on the recorder. Just crouch down with the recorder. Are there any spirits here at all? If so, feel free to come and communicate with us. If you come and talk into this little blinking red light, we'll be able to hear what you're saying. My name's Paul. Can you tell me your name, please? And are any spirits with us at all? Playback. So any spirits that are here, this device here to my left, you can use it to communicate. You can come and select words, so you can actually have a conversation with us. Feel free to come and use it. Feel free to come and use it. What we'll do is, so what we're, at the moment, we just keep hearing weird noises. So what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly grab this and I'm going to move this line of that. Right, so we are in the other room from where the static camera is. We've just heard some weird noises. So what we're going to do now is just have a look outside this way, and then we're going to go back through the room, look out there, see what we're seeing wild animals. So follow me, so have a quick look, see if there's anything out there. So out the back here, out this side at the moment, there's nothing that way or that way. There are some trees. Now we've got another building just up here. This building is quite large, multiple rooms. So what we're going to do is quickly check out front. See, let's go in through this other door, past the static.
Boo.
Oh my God,
You alright? Did we make you jump?
You did make us jump.
Sorry.
I hope you got any reaction to your video.
Hopefully.
If you have, I'll send you subscribe.
So, just had the light mantle on the window just flicker. It didn't beep like it should do, so if I go and touch it or go near it, break my neck, feel it basically it alarms. I'll just show you here. So if I'm near the area, it goes off. So the light flickered, but it didn't sound like that. So I'm not entirely sure why, just saw it in the corner of my eye. Currently we've got two balls down on the floor here, we've got static in this room, we've heard a few noises, can't see any wildlife, unless there's something in the roof, so we'll put those noises down to unknown. So we're in the same building at the moment. There's a wall right at the far back. On the opposite side of that we have an X camera, we've got a static camera there, and we've got
Oh.
okay, So it came to me just for labour. It's a flattish bottom. There is a brace, so we'll just put that down to
Oh my
brace. It is all open. There is no windows. All the doors are, pretty much removed. Big holes in the ceiling. So it was just reported to me from the camera operator that there was a light. So we'll look at that in review. If there's any spirits here at all that wish to come and communicate, feel free. This little device on my right here, you can make the lights change. So if you come up to it, the lights will change. You can interact with it and let us know you're here. As you can see, me being this close to it, I'm not interacting. I mean, if I was to get out. So we're here, it's just been reported to me again, there was another bright flash. So the way the K2 meter works is this is an EM pump. I like to turn it on and I go near it. You see how it interacts with the K2 meter. It makes the lights change accordingly. So you see that is off, the red light is off, so I'm just going to place that there. And you can see I can't, my hands are literally on it, and I'm not interactive. So if we can get a spirit to come and interact with that, that'd be really cool. Any spirits here that wish to come and communicate, feel free to come and change the lights on this. That would be amazing. Come and use some of my energy if needed to make one of those lights light up. If you can do that for me, I'll be greatly appreciated. So I've got this sort of uncomfortable feeling going on. It feels like, that there's sort of someone watching from behind. Yeah, there is a cold breeze on my back and whatnot. It's not that, it's just that feeling of you're being watched. It's just a little bit of an uncomfortable feeling, but we'll be fine, we'll push through, keep going. I think what we might do is just put this on here. So, if there's any spirits here, that red light over there, you can use the energy from that to come and interact with this K2 meter. You can make the lights change. So come and gather up all the energy you need and come and make that light up, or even push it over. That would be great. So what we will do is well, if there's any spirits here that wish to come and communicate, feel free to come down. So as you can see with the doorways up and down, there are rooms up to the side. Sorry, I was just standing down that way, thought I saw some movement, but it could be just a shadow. It's still a little light out. It's not, it seems more dark dusk at the moment, so maybe it's a slight shadow off a tree or something. But what we can do is head down there and check it out, and then see if there is anything going on down there, at least then we know. So we are still in the same portion of the same building, we've just moved further down from where we were. I thought I saw, just from the edge of the door like that, but there is no one here. There is, there are two windows there, but they are up quite high from the floor. The ceiling is mainly missing. There is a door here, but it ain't budging. What we do is we get the K2 meter back out. Are there any spirits here that wish to communicate at all? You see this green light in my hand? You can come up to it and make it change. And you can do more lights. I mean, there shouldn't be anything. That's why I bashed it to bash it. The lights will go. So everybody's just sweep my person. As you can see, without bashing yourself. I don't set it off. I've got multiple equipment in my pockets to sort it off. For the K2 meter, doesn't set it off, so me holding it will have no general bearing on what it does. There is a button here that turns it on and off, but I'm going to keep my fingers down here. Are there any spirits here that wish to come and interact with me? Feel free. Was you based here? Don't be shy, we're friendly. Feel free to come and talk to us. Either I just saw an orb with my own eye go over your left shoulder and up, or it was a bug. Let's have a look. Bug. Because it went from the door frame up. Across around my own eye. Okay. What we'll do is rule that as a bug, because I did see it with my own eyes. Are there any spirits here at all? So we're not getting much luck in this area at the moment. We've had a few noises. We've debunked them as a tree rubbing on the gutter in. Thought I saw an orb with my own eyes, just off camera that went across and up. Because I saw it with my own eyes, and what I'm going to do is just class it as a bug. I can't see any bugs, but it's probably gone up into the roof. There is no roof here. So as it went about 5 foot and then upwards, so we'll rule it as a bug. What we'll do is we'll go back to where the static camera is and see if we can get any action in that room. If not, what we'll do is we'll head over to another building. So let's go. I think what we'll do is the SLS camera. Sounded like something just fell by my feet. Okay, I think something was just thrown at me. So I'm standing still, firing up the SLS camera, but in the room with the static gear behind me. I was just, you know, we were in between rooms and stuff, getting everything ready, and I just, like a stone just landed at my feet. The ceiling is here, but just to the side, there's no ceiling. There is some wind, but it's not overly windy. So that is unexplained. I'm going to say something just threw something at me. So that's the only explanation. So you join me now in the living quarters here at the Army Barracks. What we're going to do is I've got a static camera here shooting down, right way down the corridor. What we're going to do is now we're going to go upstairs and start our vigil upstairs, and then we'll come back down. So I'm just going to leave purely a static camera just here, so follow me. Let's go. Right, so now you join me upstairs in the living quarters, directly below me. Right up here, there's a static camera shooting downstairs, straight down the corridor that way. So what we're going to do is we, in this first room here, we're going to set up a little visual now, get out a bit of equipment and see if we can get anything going on. So you join me upstairs in one of the barracks here. What we've done is directly below where that light is shining, just here to my left, there is a static camera shooting down the corridor that way downstairs. So I hope to see you catch anything on that. Up here at the moment, we have the room got over one door, we have 2 cat balls, and we're really in pump. So, are there any spirits here who wish to communicate at all? Feel free to come and talk to us. There's a little red light just to my left over here. You can use that to gather energy, and you can use it to light up one of the balls if possible, please. So this army barracks is quite large. We pretty much have free rein. I'd like to thank Haunted Houses and Chris who helped us get this location. And as always, we are grateful for this. Check out the link in the description to their site. They're brilliant. Are there any spirits here that wish to come and communicate at all? So we are on the first floor. There are no same sort of buildings, there are no windows. So there's a breeze coming through at the moment. There is also a bug in the room. I saw it while we were getting set up. If it flags up and you see it again, I'll debunk it. If there's any spirits in here that wish to come and communicate, feel free to come and talk to us. There's some cat balls on the floor that we can use to interact. What we do is also as well with a BBB session. Putting the recorder down. Recorder's down, stepping back. And the cat ball is moving. There isn't a breeze at the moment, the gust has just stopped. And the cat ball moves there. We'll move that down to settling, which we sort of needs to balance out. What we'll do is we'll just leave the REM pod face down, and then that way we won't convert over. If I move slightly this way, try and shield the balls a bit, and we'll try this again. So if there are any spirits here that wish to communicate, feel free to come and light up one of the balls, please. You've just seen the wind light it up, so we know it's easy to do. Are there any spirits here that wish to communicate at all? Feel free to come and have a conversation with us. still quite warm this evening, it's still in 20 degrees at the moment. We do have a bit of a breeze coming from behind me towards you. It has, like a bit of a rain pod that's been involved, so I repositioned myself to try and shield the balls a bit and see if we can get any further interaction. Were you stationed here at all? It's still quite breezy. Like I said, there are no windows, a lot of signals are missing, stuff like that. So we'll just try our best to keep pushing through. Do you hear that? Hello? Listen back quick. Right, so we've just done a little EVP session, we had nothing on the EVP. But while we were doing playback, we had the cat ball light up. There was no breeze at the time, which is kind of cool. We just kind of ignored it and let the spirit do what it wants to do with it. And now what we're going to try and do is encourage them to come and do it again. So there we go. The cat ball's just gone off again, and it was moving across the floor. So, which is cool, there is no breeze at the moment, but we'll push that. So thank you very much for moving that ball. Can you do it again, please? That was very, very good of you to move that. So there is a second cat ball, which is directly opposite almost of this window, I believe. So if the breeze was coming that way towards the balls, it would have moved that one as well. So yeah, I'm lost for words on that one. That was very, very cool. Thank you for moving that ball. Can you do it again, please? Thank you very much. That's greatly appreciated. So, like I said, there are two cat balls on the floor. So, along this wall, there are no windows. There is a breeze, but for the breeze to have moved that ball and then not that one is very slim in my opinion. And when I asked the ball to be moved again, the ball then rocked and the indicator went off. And when I asked the ball to be moved again, the ball then rocked and the indicator went off. So we'll see what else we can get. Thank you so much for moving that ball. That is greatly appreciated. Were you stationed here at all? If you was, can you light up the ball again, please? So the floor is fairly level. It's like they stick down tiles right down. There are no windows. There's a little bit of a breeze at the moment. The big gusts that we had a moment ago that knocked the REM pod and that over, it has died down a bit. We did have that ball move. This one didn't move. So thinking about it, that one here has got is more susceptible to the wind than the one further up because these cubicles are in the way. Are you still here with us? Can you light that ball up again, please? Feel free to come back and talk to us and make that ball move. So all we're going to do is just try another EVP session. Laying the recorder down, recorder down. Thank you very much for making that ball move. It was greatly appreciated. It's the first time I've ever seen one of them actually move. I know that must have taken a lot of energy to do, but this red light here just to my right, you can regather energy from that and reuse it to communicate with us. My name's Paul. Can I have your name, please? See, we've got gusts of wind at the moment. It's got a bit gusty again, but as you can see, the balls haven't lit up and they haven't moved. So the walls are probably 2.5 feet high, so they do have some form of shielding from the wind. Let's have a replay of this EVP. So we've got nothing again on the EVP. We've got a fair bit of static noise. What we'll do is put that on the line and we'll get out the obvious and have a go with that, see if we can get anything going with that one. So this gadget I've just put in front of me here, you can use it to children. So the obvious is just can't be with children. There are no children here at the moment. Was there children here during the day? Is there any chance I can have your name, please, so I know who I'm talking to, so I can address you in the correct manner? A first or a last name would be perfectly fine. So during the day, they had airsoft going on in here, hence why you can see these little balls everywhere. So they're just the airsoft BBs. So maybe there was children here during the day, and the ball's moving again. So so from my angle, the ball looked like it came this way slightly, which is counterintuitive because the wind was blowing it from that end window. The ball would come this way. If it was blowing it from a side window, it would have blown it that way. And there's a long corridor down there, and the breeze isn't enough wouldn't have enough gust to blow it towards the side of the room that I'm on. So which is cool. Yeah, I've never seen that before. So one of the balls actually moving. There is a slight breeze, nothing major. I mean, I'll just get a piece of paper out of my pocket. Well, I'm So there's no real wind. So there's a real wind, it would move a bit of paper long before it moved the ball. So which is pretty darn cool. So we just had channeling come up on the obelisk. Are you channeling your energy into that ball to make it move? So that is a real big gust of wind. And as you see, it made the ball rock that way and not this way. So that would debunk that as a real big gust of wind. Do you like that people come here during the day and run around with guns and shoot at each other with these little plastic pellets? So quite breezy again, ball's not moving, it's not as strong as the previous bit of wind, but the ball's not moving. Feel free to come and talk to us. My name's Paul. Can I have your name please? I'd like to know if I'm talking to a squaddy. If you're a serviceman or lady, fall in, come on, come and talk to me. Dom. So I just had Dom come up on the hexacomobulus. So is your name Don? My name's Paul. It's a pleasure to meet you. Was you based here, Don? Because I know this base was used as a station for American troops from 1942, I believe it was. So within a couple of years of the World War II starting, obviously started in 1939 when Germany invaded Poland. And then this base was built and it was primarily used for American troops, and the Polish have been in here to everywhere else since. They also had cadet training here up to one point. The barracks here. Okay, so you was a scientist, Don, that was here. What was you studying? So I know during World War II there was obviously a lot of research going on. Military equipment and hardware was progressing at such a rate. I know in Wales they refined the nuclear material that then went over to America, which they then used to build the atom bombs, which they dropped obviously in Japan and cost a lot of lives. So I don't know if people were originally flown into here and then went over to Wales, I don't know. Dom, what were you here doing? Any chance you can tell me what you was here doing? You told me you was a scientist, but what research was you doing? a room, but not for an art. So we've had Don, scientist and art. Okay. Did you fly over here from America, and then was you stationed here for a bit, and was you part of the monuments men that helped retrieve stolen art from the Nazis? If so, can you let me know on here, or light up one of the balls for a confirmation? So, towards the end of World War II, there was a group of individuals that were called the Monuments Men, and their mission was to relocate all the stolen art that had been looted from all the countries. So I'm just trying to find out if Don was one of them, because we've had his name, so there is quite a breeze at the moment. It's got quite gusty, so I'm going to say that ball's moving down to the wind rather than a spirit interaction like last time, because the ball's moving that way. Okay, so the ball's going stationary again, and now it's now off. Did you help recover all the stolen art? So we had sunrise come up on there when I asked if you liked the sunrise and wasn't quite sure how it fitted. The cat ball went off, it didn't move, it just activated and flashed. Well, it's pretty cool. I think what we're going to do now is head back downstairs to where the static camera is. And Don, you're more than welcome to come and join us downstairs for a little while before we leave you in peace. But if you don't want to follow us, that's perfectly fine. We'd just like to thank you for everything you've done. So thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated. Everyone alive today owes you, and we thank you. So we're just getting set up here in the armoury. We've got going around here, just here to my right, and we've got a K2 meter going off. So we've got some lights flashing on the K2 meter. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So the K2 meter is going crazy. So.
Oh. Stop now.
Yeah. That's the one. Get the right one. So there we go. While I'm getting the recorder out, the K2 is going mental. I mean, real big spike, like full on red, like massive spike straight out the box. EVP session armory. Putting recorder down, recorder's down. So we can move in. Right, so we're here in the armory. We're currently running the EVP, we've got a cat ball, and the K2 is absolutely going bananas. Like it's going 1, 2 light, 1, 2, 2 light, 2 light. We've hit full red, like maximum effort. Really good stuff. I've seen with this bit of equipment, I've seen sort of 1, 2 light, you know, not mega. The only way I've seen it mega is, you know, full on red is I'll put an EM pump light and it goes straight high red. So, thank you very much for playing around with the K2 meter. It is greatly appreciated. So my name's Paul. I'm here today to come and communicate with you. I am inside your armoury. Okay. So I'm just trying to work out whether you're an armourer or whether you're a serviceman. Okay? If you worked in the armoury, can you spike the lights on that meter for me, please? So it's going straight one light, which is standard, so already know it's on. Thank you. If you was a serviceman, can you spike that light? There we go with 3 lights there. Thank you very much. That is greatly appreciated. But thank you very much. Let's see if we can find out what country you were from. Was you American? Yeah, I've got the pump. It's in my pocket and it's off because the casing paint batteries have fallen out. So the batteries, it's off. So it's not being pumped, the red light will be on. So I know it's not that, it's setting it off. Pocket. No. No, it's not. Okay, let's go back to our questions. Okay, if you was American, okay, so straight that past it. It's American, so you're American and you're a serviceman. Thank you very much for that. Okay, if you can stop, please, and we can ask you the next question. Hello? 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 So we just had a big fan. Just went out into the corridor. There was no one around. I called out multiple times, you just heard. That was really good call. Don't know if it was a wild animal or whether it was spirit. It's still really cool. Oh, look at that. That is spiking like crazy. What we'll do is just do an EVP playback. The K2 is just going absolutely crazy. Look at that. Straight up orange, just one light from full. So we did have an unexpected sound in the EVP. So, like I said, we are at a derelict army base. There is no power to these buildings. There are no lights. There's not even windows. There's barely any doors. So there's no reason whatsoever for that K2 meter to go bang like that. We've had a really loud bang, and the K2 meter was just going crazy, which is super cool. The bang was that loud, I went and to go and see if there was anybody about, and there wasn't anybody about. If there was power in this area or anything that was interfering with that, it would be more of a constant rather than going off and then heavy spikes. You know, we get constant free light, and then it will knock off to 4, 5 lights. That squeaking sound is the trees rustling against the building. Is there anybody here? So I've just been told by the camera operator, had a woo sound, which is really cool. The K2 meter is just going crazy. It is going so nuts. I'm struggling to get it to stop so I can ask questions. Can you stop making the lights flash, please? We can ask you some questions. I've got, my back has got really cold, and it feels like someone's pressing something against my back. It's really starting to become uncomfortable. Do you want me to leave this area and leave you in peace? Okay, the K2 is just going crazy. I've got a real horrible feeling. I've got real uncomfortable pain in my lower back right now. It's getting really painful. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this area and then probably come back in a little while, let everything calm down. You know, we've had the big bang, we've had K2 meter going crazy, and a few other bits and pieces. But at the moment I'm feeling really uncomfortable and not too great. I've got really cold. Everywhere else I've been fine. I'm in here, it's just, I don't know what it is. It's not a nice feeling right now. So what I'm going to do is be respectful to the spirits, because I've got the feeling they do not want me in this room. So what I'm going to do is pack up and go to another building. Okay, thank you very much for interacting with us. We're going to leave you now. See that big spike? When I said we're going to leave, just that big spike. So I'm going to take that as a sign. We're going to pack up and leave this building. So, we've just come out the armoury. I've been perfectly fine everywhere we've been so far. All the venues we've been to, been perfectly fine. Other places around here I've been perfectly fine. We've just been inside the armoury and genuinely feel like someone's going, trying to literally like stab me with a bayonet, sort of feeling like being stabbed right in the lower back on my right hand side. I had a real uncomfortable feeling, started to make me feel sick. I just didn't want to be in there anymore. I mean, I wasn't scared. It was that sort of, you know, when you're in a room and you're with people and you feel like really uncomfortable, like you shouldn't, you know, why am I here? I should be at home playing Xbox or watching a film or something, you know what I mean?
it's that sort of like, why am I in here? It was just not a pleasant feeling whatsoever. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break and we're going to head up to another building, maybe come back to the armoury later on. We'll just see how I feel. Really, it was not a pleasant feeling in there, and I just want to be away from this area at the moment. So, just been shown the picture. Can you send that to me, please? So, I'll pop the picture up on the screen now on the box. I've got like a mark, like a red mark that's come up on my back. So, which is pretty cool. So it just sort of validates what I was saying about the pain. It's right where I said it, you know, I just described it. So which is really cool. So we're heading to that building next. So we're now in one of the other barracks buildings, in one of the rooms here. We've just come from the armoury where I had a really uncomfortable feeling. While we were getting set up in here, we had the catwalk here go off. The K2 meter was here again. As you can see, one solid green light to indicate that it's on. So what we're going to do is try and do an investigation just to show that, you know, the K2 meter just doesn't go off, basically. It just doesn't. There is another group in the area with haunted houses.co.uk. The groups here, we just had a little bit of a chat with them. They also had a horrible feeling in the armoury, so it's not just me, which I'm pleased about, that, you know, other people have experienced it as well. So if you want to come here and experience it yourself, by all means, you know, book with them, come here, go in the armoury. When you go in, turn left, all the way down the end. It's the last one on the right. Go in there. It's just a different feeling. It's out as well. So let's crack on. We're in here now. Now we're all good. Right. If there are any spirits in here that wish to communicate at all, feel free to come and light up one of the cat balls, if possible. If not, you can manipulate the lights on this. What we'll do is we'll try with these for a minute or two, you know, for a little while, and then we'll always break out the others as well when needed. Heat and pumps and everything else I've got with me. I know you know how to make the balls light up, because while we were getting set up, you lit this ball up. Can you do it again, please? Is there any spirits with us at all? If you can light up one of the cat balls for me, we can do some yes-no questions, and we can try and find out who you are, and try and have a bit of a conversation. So we've been here for a while now. We've had an activation on the balls, the K2, nothing, we've been very, very quiet, so what we do is get out the extra obvious, and we'll see if we can communicate with this and try and get some form of communication established and then try with the visual balls. It is very dark in here, so I'm put it down at first because I don't want to blind myself and it goes fired up. So my name's Paul. You can use this device to come and talk. Drag. Straight away, drag. What did you drag? Or is talking to me a drag? Do you not wish to communicate with me? Can I have a name, please? I'd like to know who I'm talking to. Just a little recap in this room so far. We had initial activation of the ball while we were getting everything else set up. We had a long period of time with nothing whatsoever, so I got out of the obelisk, we fired that up, and pretty much straight away we had drag, and that's all we've had so far. So I'm trying to establish communication at the moment, trying to find out the person's name, so I can address them directly and see if we can get the communication going on this, and then try and coax it into one of the more visual. But literally all we've had so far is drag. I don't know if you can see that, we've had drag. Right, so I found the row of little buildings. We've got our vehicles parked over there. So what we've got going on here at the moment is just in the back room there, we've got a static camera filming down the corridor. I've got a cat ball over here, got one over here, got an EM pump on the floor. So what we're going to try and do now is see if we can get some activity in here. Are there any spirits? Oh, there we go. Straight away, look at that. There's no breeze in here. It's in like, so we've just had the cat ball activation go off, which was great, and our camera just went haywire. And there we go, cat ball's going up again. Thank you so much. Thank you for setting that off. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you. So my name's Paul. I'd like to do some yes/no questions with you if possible. And what we'll do is a yes answer will be a flash of the ball. That's it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, you can stop now then, please. Thank you very much. So, was you a service person that was stationed here during World War II? You was. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. So, okay, you can stop now, please. So, was you stationed here at the beginning of the war? So, from 1942 to 1944?
So was you stationed here from 1944 to 1946? So at the moment we're getting some great reactions on the table, so I've just put an EVP down next to it, recorder, so we can try and hopefully get some EVPs that would be absolutely awesome. So if you're struggling for energy, just on the floor here to my left, there's a device that you can probably see that gives off energy that you can use that energy to communicate with us. Was you an American service person? Was you English? Was she Polish? Okay, so it seems to have gone a little quiet at the moment. So all we do is just give the spirits a moment, just to try and gather up some energy. And I feel what we'll do is we'll replay the EVP. Take it off the recorder. So we've got nothing on EVP at the moment, so what we can do is we can try the Oculus. What I'll do is I'll put it on the opposite table. There is a cat ball on this table. There's like a burn mark and it's on this table. So we do have a cat ball here, we have the X-com here, we have here and pump and we have another ball up here. So dresser. So we just have dresser come up on the Oculus there. It's funny, as I've done that, the camera operator just looked at the wall and looked at the clothes to see if it was clean enough to lean on, and it's just come up the dresser. So which is, one hell of a coincidence. So my name's Paul, as you know, and you can use this device to tell me your name. Okay? So feel free to use the energy from here and use that energy to communicate on here with us and tell me your name, please. So I think these buildings were offices. So we're here, we are having major battery drains. Our IR lights that run for 10-12 hours, they're dead, basically. We've got power packs on them, they're turning on and off. We've had the SLS cameras just not working, replaced the batteries, the tablet part's fine, the sensor itself, putting new batteries in it, it's just instant dead. New batteries, instant dead. It's crazy. We've had all sorts of experiences here so far. You know, we've had cat balls moving, we've had the obelisks going off, we've had the cat balls going off, we've had the K2 meter going crazy. I was attacked by a spirit. I had to get out of the armory. You know, the whole experience here has been,
it's been good. Some buildings are quite quiet and others are really active, so if you get a chance to come here, I do recommend coming here. Right, just having a little reset on all the equipment. We brought the X camera in, the static camera in. Just reset the Oculus. We've got the EM pump going. We've still got the cat balls going. Let's try and see if we can get some more activity in here. It was going really well. And we just had equipment issues, so we've now rectified that. So now let's try and. So the Oculus has just come up with table. So which table are you at? Are you at the one on my right or the one on my moist? So table and moist. Okay. The tables aren't wet. One of them's got a burn mark on it, but none of them are wet. Out the back, in the back room, there are very wet areas. I mean, there's missing ceilings, no windows or doors. So, you said table. Can you light up one of the balls on the table that you're at, please? To let us know which table you're at, so I can turn and face you. Because I'd like to know whereabouts you are, so we can communicate properly. So, we can hear running water, but today it's been like 35 degrees during the day. It's still mid to high 20s at the moment. It's still really warm. Not cloud in the sky. There is no running water, no running electricity, but we keep hearing running water. We cannot find where it is. There is no. It's really weird, so it just sounds like running water. But we don't know where it is. So can you come back and set the ball off on the table again for me, please? Just to let us know you're still here. We'll only be with you for a little while longer and then we'll leave you in peace. I think we'll be gone before sunrise. So the Oculus just come up with sunrise. So we are in like a little occupancy block area. We've had some ball activation, but it's gone really quiet again, apart from the equipment malfunctions. Getting a word every now and then coming up on the Oculus. Remember, there's this red light here. You can gather energy from that, and you can use that to light up one of the balls and communicate with us. So we're still in the obviously block area at the moment. We've had some activation, we've had some water cat all over here, we've had the Oculus set 3 words for the total of the hour or so we've been in here, which was table, moist and sunrise. So we're just trying to coach the spirit into coming back and talking with us. We know the spirit is here, we just don't know whether it doesn't want to talk to us anymore or whether it's an energy issue. So we've got the EM pump on the floor still running. We have had the IR light on the camera here just completely drained out, even though it's plugged into a back in that kit, it's still there. So we don't know why. We've got a static in the corner. Police. Was you an MP? Was you military police? Is that what these buildings were? Or was that what this room was for? Did it house the MPs to keep squaddies in line? So we know obviously it's a military base. We know it was originally built to house the Americans and the Polish were over here, then you had cadets. It's had quite a scattered history until the late 80s when it became out of use, and then it just become very basically left to its own devices for about over 10 years, and now there is an airsoft group that maintain the building now, so there are like little meetings everywhere. So the old grounds are still getting activity, so I don't know if the spirit's like that or not. Do you mind that there's people running around with guns shooting at each other in your army barracks? So that was just car going by. We're not that far away from the road. The main gate is probably 100, 150 metres that direction for the main entrance in. By any chance, Don, have you followed us from the upper building over to here? Is that you, Don? If so, can you light up the ball, please? We know you like the ball, and we know you like to push them around. Is that you? You followed us over to here? If so, thank you. But there's no need for you to follow us. There's no need for any spirits in this camp, in this military base, to follow us anyway. We do appreciate your time and we do appreciate your service, for everything you've done. We know he was a scientist, and I'm trying to find out if he's followed us over here, because we've had scientist again. So I don't know whether there was like a classified project going on here where they had like sciencey stuff going on. I don't know, I can't verify that at this moment in time. But we've had it come up saying scientists a few times now. So maybe they were developing, you know, something like radar here, maybe radar components, or, you know, could have been anything. So what is it that you used to do here? We know you was a scientist, but what sort of science did you do? Was it military hardware, like firearms, explosives? If so, can you light up one of the cat balls? Judge. I'm not here to judge you in any way. I'd just like to know a bit about you and a bit about what went on here. If you can share that information with me, it will be deeply appreciated. So we just had Judge come up. Again, massive AR light drains. It's been a real experience being here, you know. First time I've been attacked by a spirit. First time I've had a cat ball physically move, like if I was to physically move it. We had that going on. We've had the activations. We've not had any EVPs tonight, but I'll recheck those anyway. And if there is, we'll flag it up and put it up. We've had Yeah, so less cameraman working, eye highlights are draining fast. It's definitely been an unreal experience. If you ever get a chance to come in and do a ghost hunt, please do, it is good. At the moment, we're just a bit trying to work out what's going on because we get in. I think we've got multiple spirits in here at the moment because we've had police, we've had judge, we've had wars, we've had Geek has just come up. As we're talking, Geek has just come up. So, have I been joined by an MP at all? Was you a military police officer and you're calling the scientist that's here a geek as if he's a bit nerdy? If that's the case, can you light up one of the cat balls for me, please? One of the balls on the table? We know you can do it because you was doing it earlier. Don't forget this red light, you can get the energy from that and you can use that to light the balls up for me. And if you get enough energy, maybe we can do yes, no, and have this as a yes and this as a no. Just, if you can just try your very best to communicate with us, we will leave you be soon and we'll let you rest and just chill out now for the rest of your time.
We are back at the armoury. I don't want to go in there, so we'll go in there because I don't think we want to go in there. There is a tree in this corner, so I'm going to pan to that. That is squeaking on the side of the building. So yeah, let's go inside.
Switch. So we're back in the army, the next room along. So we've got the K2 meters clearly going off. We've got the obvious here, it's just kind of a switch, we switched rooms. The cat ball's going off as well. So, just had a bang, can't see anyone about. The K2's going off, the obvious is there, we've had the cat balls go off. I really do not want to be in this room, I really do not want to be in this building. I'm going to try and grind it out for as long as possible. But I don't want to be in here. It's as simple as that. So, so we keep hearing bangs. I'm already starting to get that horrible feeling again. I just don't want to be in here. I'm sorry, I've only been in here now for a little while. I don't want to be in here. I'm going to leave this room. I'm really sorry. I can't. Okay, we're leaving. There's no need to follow us. We are leaving you alone now. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time, thank you for your service, take care, goodbye.